Hello and welcome to the Movie Gold YouTube channel. I'm your host, Kyle McNevin. I'm here today to talk about our upcoming releases for the week of October 7th and what's coming to theaters and to streaming services and what my general impressions of these movies are. So with that being said, let's get to the movies. First up, we have Amsterdam, which is the story of the 1930s with three friends who witness a murder and are framed for it and uncover one of the most outrageous plots in American history. This is directed by David O. Russell and stars Christian Bale, Margot Robbie, John David Washington, Alexandra Nifola, Andrea Riseborough, Anya Taylor-Joy, Chris Rock, Michael Shannon, Mike Myers, and Taylor Swift. So obviously when you hear this description, you say, wow, that is quite a star-studded cast that David O. Russell has put together. And he has quite a reputation for getting some big-name actors to get together for his movies. Now, this isn't the place where we need to get into David O. Russell's history of what he has or hasn't done. His movies are fine. I think he makes an entertaining movie that usually has some kinetic energy and is watchable, but it doesn't always hold up on some rewatches that I've found. Something else that's been kind of troubling that I've noticed is that David O. Russell has been touting in the press that this is a very true story, that the events are mostly true. I don't know if I really buy that. A lot of people who know a lot more than me say that that's totally full of crap. So, as per usual with David O. Russell, I'm going to lean that way. The next movie that we have is from Josh Gordon and Will Speck, which is Lyle Lyle Crocodile, which is the feature film based on the children's book about a crocodile that lives in New York City that stars Javier Bardem and Constance Wu and features Shawn Mendes as the voice of Lyle Lyle the Crocodile. Now, I'm going to be very honest. I have never read Lyle Lyle Crocodile, but I did get to see this trailer in theaters when I went to go see the Avatar re-release, and I was pretty charmed, and Javier Bardem looks like he's having a lot of fun. So if that's the case, I'm kind of interested in seeing Lyle Lyle. I may not go see it in theaters, I'll probably wait till it comes on VOD, but I have a feeling that I'm gonna have a pretty good time, so if you have a child and you think you might enjoy some Lyle Lyle Crocodile time, then I think there's worse ways to spend your time. Our next movie is Hellraiser, which is going to be coming to Hulu on October 7th, and stars Jamie Clayton as Pinhead in this new reimagining in the Hellraiser universe. Now, I'm going to be very honest that I have never seen a Hellraiser movie, but there has been some positive buzz about the movie in general, and that people seem pretty excited about it just because it's taking a new perspective by having a female Pinhead. And I may not go back and watch all of the Hellraiser movies. I'm honestly probably just going to watch this movie and see if it keeps my attention and makes me want to dive deeper into the lore, and especially with it being an ease of access on Hulu, I would say if you have a Hulu subscription, give Hellraiser a watch. The next movie we have is Catherine Called Birdy, which is about a 14-year-old girl in medieval England who navigates through life in avoiding potential suitors her father has in mind. This is directed by Lena Dunham and stars Bella Ramsey, Billie Piper, Andrew Scott, and Leslie Sharp. So I come at this movie from two different perspectives. Lena Dunham has already released a movie this year in Sharpstick that I found very unpleasant to watch. And I know the uncomfortable nature of the movie is intentional in how it's made, but it made me so uncomfortable that I didn't enjoy watching the movie. And I never want to really watch it again. But this movie also stars Bella Ramsey in the title role. And Bella Ramsey is a name you may say, I've kind of heard that before, but I don't remember where. That's because she's Lyanna Mormont from Game of Thrones, aka the best character in Game of Thrones. I will support her wholeheartedly. And the movie itself has gotten great buzz. So this is one of my highest recommends of the week of, if you have a chance, go and check out Catherine Called Birdy. It's going to be on Prime Video, and give it a shot. And finally, from Dan Burke and Robert Olson, we have Significant Other, which is about a young couple who take a remote backpacking trip through the Pacific Northwest and face sinister events, leading them to realize that everything about what they are sort of experiencing isn't quite what it seems. The movie has Micah Monroe and Jake Lacy in its two main roles. And I may get bitten again on this, but I am always down for a Micah Monroe thriller. She has really been pigeonholed into this role where she plays these women in distress. And that's not to say she doesn't play them well, because she plays them exceptionally well. And I'm going to watch this. This is on Paramount Plus, so it's on a pretty readily available streaming service. And she's teaming up with a directing duo that helped her make Villains from 2019, which I think is pretty severely underrated if you haven't gotten a chance to watch it. But Micah Monroe is so due for a breakout that I'm waiting for somebody to really harness that Micah Monroe energy and realize how great she is. She had her big breakout in It Follows, and usually when you have that kind of horror hit, it's going to lead into some bigger things and people start to use you in some really interesting ways. And I don't think that's happened for Micah Monroe yet, unfortunately. And this probably isn't going to be this, honestly, but it could. If this is your first time joining me on the channel, then I also do a series called 5-Year Windows where I take an actor's career and look at a specific 5-year period of time and discuss all of their movies released at this point. I've done episodes about Julia Roberts, Denzel Washington, Jennifer Lopez, and Leonardo DiCaprio at this point. So if those sound interesting to you, please give the channel a subscribe so that you can be in the loop for when those videos drop, and also give this video a like and help it get in front of some more eyes and bring some more viewers to the channel. It always helps to promote some growth here, and I would really appreciate it. So once again, thanks so much for watching and have a happy week of movie watching.